Hey, let me ask you a question. I was just thinking about March Madness. I was walking through an airport the other day, and I noticed that a sports bar was playing, March Madness, and everybody's going so crazy over the whole March Madness basketball thing, like they do every year. But you know what? I was also thinking that this time of year is the time of year when people do a lot of sports betting. There's a lot of guys out there that put a lot of money on these games and trying to make money. And then they watch the games and they're so nervous the whole entire time, hoping that they get the spread right or they actually win, right? Well, let me tell you a little scenario here. And, I'm going to talk about Mynt March Madness. Now, I want you to think of it like this. What if, you had a guarantee, okay? A guarantee that when you watched March Madness basketball, that you knew the team, without a doubt, was going to win. Without a doubt. You knew exactly that team was going to win. And you knew it was a for sure thing. Nothing could screw it up. Okay? How much money would you put down on that game? Okay, some of you aren't bettors, and I'm not going to try to get into the whole gambling issue, morality and all this kind of stuff. But what I'm trying to make the point of is, if you knew for a fact it was a for sure winner, there's going to be people out there that would put their life savings on it to double that money and do it instantly, if they had without a doubt. The reason most people don't do that is because in sports, it could go one way or the other, right? It gets a little confusing. Well, when you take a billion-dollar company that hit $1 billion faster than Microsoft, hit $1 billion faster than Starbucks. I mean, go to any Starbucks and see how packed it is, and picturing company actually beating them to $1 billion, that's a pretty record success story. And the fact that they're throwing millions and millions and millions of dollars at Mynt to make sure that it's a successful launch. Guess what? That's the closest thing to a for sure thing in home-based business that you ever will see. Okay, most of these other companies they launch, they don't know their destiny because they don't have structure yet and they don't have this crazy backing. Okay, when you have all this backing coming from a company who's already did it once, who actually not only did it once but hit the record, made $1 billion faster than any company ever in this industry, and still holds that record, is deciding to do it again and deciding to give you a top position in that company at the very top. Remember, we do not launch April 19th. They're letting people come in this leadership launch and allowing you to take a top spot on everything that they're about to build in this next month here, within the next 30 days. Okay? So just picture that. If you knew you had a for sure, if you knew you had a guarantee, would you put money on it? Would you do it? Of course you would. Well, right now in home-based business, many of you have gotten into home-based businesses and have struggled, have gotten in the wrong deals at the wrong time, got in way too late. Got in and didn't really have the offer to really talk to people the right way. Because you can't talk to anybody that's involved in home-based business and show them Mynt, that with the backing, the money, the positioning, the cars, everything that they're doing, there's not a guy or gal in MLM that would pass this up if they're very, very smart. Because if they've been in this industry for any time, they understand how big this is and how powerful it is. It's not an opportunity to be missed. Okay, so now you have the best thing to offer anyone in this entire industry on a silver platter, and you can get in now and start to pre-build your team. It is the biggest no-brainer I've ever seen in 12 straight years in this industry, bar none. Okay? And so to me, when I was looking at that March Madness, I'm like, man, this is like a for sure bet. I would refinance my house. I would put everything I had if you knew you had it for sure. You don't get more for sure than a billion-dollar company with millions and millions of dollars to make sure that they build the biggest story in the industry again. Remember, history repeats itself. They did it once. They're doing it again, and they're going to do it with you, or they're going to do it without you. And many of you that sit on the sidelines and watch, you will kick yourself and say, man, I had the positioning to get in at the very top of that company, and I decided, let me wait and see. Let me tell you something. The people that make big money in this industry aren't procrastinators. The people that make big money aren't the ones that sit on the fence and say, well, let me see what happens. I don't know about this. Do your research, do your homework, look at, what Monavie built before, and now that Monavie's launching Mynt, a brand new company, it is a no-brainer. The facts are already there. There's nothing to sit on the fence for. There's nothing to sit on the sidelines for. This is it. This is now, and we're going to make a lot of people a lot of money. Hopefully, we're going to help you do this. Even if you haven't made money in this industry, the reason you haven't is probably because you're in the wrong deal at the wrong time. Time is money, and timing and positioning is everything when it comes to home-based business. And again, we got a big silver platter right here delivering the best spot you could ever be in right now. And whether you take it or not, I don't know. But make sure you look at the details. Make sure you jump on our webinars. We're doing this thing big. April 19th is coming fast. Do you want to make money? What are you going to make in the next 30 days? Because I know the people I'm working with direct right now are going to be making a bunch of money in the next 30 days. And that could be you too if you're smart enough to come on board. All right? Hope you pumped up. Talk to you.